In this video, we're talking about how entrepreneurs actually fund their businesses. Being an entrepreneur is an incredibly costly endeavor. But having the right strategies, the right tools, the right tactics, the right people on your team are really going to skyrocket that success. The reality is most entrepreneurs fail, and I don't want that to be you. In this video, we're going to talk about the foundation of every successful entrepreneurial venture. I'm also going to show you how to find your biggest supporters and how I went from absolutely broke to $1 million in the bank in 6 months, and how you can do it too. Stay tuned. The first way that we build a foundation in entrepreneurial success, how we actually fund our entrepreneurial ventures, is to start by self-funding. This can take the form of a couple of different ways. You can fund your own education, so you can start learning the skills that you're going to need in order to solve your dream customers' problems. Self-funding can also mean paying for that first website out of your pocket. It could mean sitting in your 9-to-5 job or having a part-time job and putting away a little bit of your income every single month so that you have a nest egg to use when you start your venture. When you're going down the self-funded route, you have to make sure that you're not turning your passion project into a really expensive hobby. When you're building a business, you have to remember that you're there to make income. You're there to derive profits. So if you get to about 6 months into your business and you're still not generating any kind of revenue, you have to have a deep think with yourself. You have to have a sit down, you have to have that conversation, and you have to figure out if this is really the right avenue for you. Is this the right path? Or is there a beautiful moment where you get to pivot and change what you're doing? Doing a pivot is not a bad thing. It just means that there is new perspective, there's new information, and there's maybe a new path for us to walk down. The first level of funding in any entrepreneurial venture is self-funding, so make sure it's worth it. You know what's worth it? Definitely hitting that subscribe button and joining us on the channel, because every week we release new videos talking about building your influence, your authority, and ultimately your income online. So the next round of funding in any entrepreneurial or small venture comes from the friends and family portion. This is where you're asking for money. This is where you're pitching your ideas to those who are closest to you, those who believe in your work ethic. So leaning into your friends and family is a beautiful, beautiful way to get more revenue into your business, because maybe you'll turn these friends and family into customers. Or maybe they'll be generous enough to give you money or to loan you money to help take your business to the next level. And I know the first time I ever asked someone in my friends and family group for money, I felt sick to my stomach before I asked, because I knew that I wanted to build a business on my own merits, on my own efforts. And the idea of asking someone for help made me feel like I was kind of a failure. And at the same time, I wanted to be that overnight success that I've mentioned before on my channel. I wanted to be able to build that business myself and go to my friends and family having already become successful. And we know that that dream wasn't going to happen as quickly or in the same way that I believed it was going to be. And so I sat there one day realizing that if I wanted to take my business to the next level, I had to connect with those friends and family. And so the first person I asked for money was my father, who was loving and gracious and gave me $100 and told me that I had to pay him back double the amount in 1 year if I wasn't successful. And I did. I paid him back double in 6 months. And then I said to him, I'm paying this back to you because I've been successful. Because you believed in me, I was able to take that $100 and turn it into something way bigger. The other person I asked for funding was a close family friend who has been incredibly successful in his own business ventures. And instead of asking him for money, I asked him for resources. I asked him for his expertise and his time. And he graciously gave me an entire weekend to pick his brain, to ask him anything I wanted, from how do you set up accounts for a small business, to who is your bookkeeper, to how do I charge my customers, to how do I increase my prices, how do I stand out in a saturated market, what were your biggest obstacles while you were building your business. Having access to such incredible information really changed the game for my business. So think about it in your business and in your world. Who are those friends and family that you can reach out to, either for financial resources or for their expertise or other resources? And hey, if you have some great insights and some great aha moments while you're watching this, definitely drop those down in the comments. I want to know who your biggest supporter is and how can you maybe bridge that conversation to get them to be part of your biggest support team for your business. Now you've been waiting for the big secret. How did I go from absolutely broke to $1 million in the bank in less than 6 months, and how you can do it too? Simple. It's all about how you actually structure your offers. What products and what services are you putting out there into the world? And what is the process your customer is going to have to walk through in order to be part of your program or part of your community? Well, when we do this, we look at things like tripwire funnels, where we're offering something of very low financial value, but with very high qualitative value. So it has a lot of use for people, but we're offering at a small dollar amount. So they come into that page and they check out your checklist, or they download your podcast, or they buy your $7 ebook. And then instead of just a thank you page, here's where you can download your offer, we're actually giving them yet another offer. We're helping them become deeper and deeper ingrained in our programs. When we do that, we're able to get more loyal customers and weed out the customers who are going to take more work or who aren't actually our ideal customers. They're too tangentially connected, or maybe they're just going around looking for freebies and they're not actually going to take action on what you hope they will take action on. They won't actually act on your calls to action. The other thing that you can do is adding in OTOs, one-time offers, or upsells, downsells, etc. So as they're already in the middle of purchasing a product, they show up on a page that says, hey, before you go, here's an offer that you're only going to find here because you are showing interest in our products. And on that page, you can sell them, say, a bundle, or you can sell them a higher ticket price, or you can sell them a lower ticket item, or you can sell them a continuity program, or things like that. Look at how you are structuring that customer journey. And of course, the big reason that helped me make quite a lot of money in a short amount of time is having creative funnel designs. Looking at our technology that's at our fingertips, like our websites and the web pages that our customers are landing on, they don't need to be dry and static. They don't need to be boring. If you show your customer that you can address their pain points in a way that speaks directly to the way that they think, if they're creative thinkers, if they're out of the box thinkers, or if they like to keep things in order, whatever it is, you can create a virtual experience that speaks directly to them. It's just like thinking about if you had a brick and mortar store, for example. If you're a camping store, you're going to have a different aesthetic than if you're a beauty salon, for example. The color of your walls are literally going to be different. The pieces of art and the accessories in your store are going to be different. So that speaks to the physical aesthetic of your pages, but what about the experience of going through that? What about the lingo that you guys use? What about creating insider identities? All of those are incredibly important, not only in your brick and mortar experience, but also in your virtual experience. So take a look at how you are showing up online. Does it match your brand and your personality, or is it completely out of whack? Because that could be the biggest reason why your business online isn't making the money that you would like to make. And if you want to make more money online, if you want to show up in a beautiful way online and connect to your dream customers in a way that no one else is really doing in this world, well, then I highly recommend you head out and check out the Visibility Hacking Secrets Vault. It's a Netflix style training vault with quick little trainings that'll help you level up your influence, your authority, and your income online. And come on, who doesn't want to make more money online? So while you're at it, check out these videos. And until I see you next time, remember, I love you. Be excellent to each other.